You've been lied to about success. And the most dangerous part? You believed it willingly. You grew up being told what it means to make it. The job title, the income, the applause, the safety net. But what if that story was never written for you? What if it was designed to keep you tame? This video explores the hidden poison in your idea of success, a poison Nietzsche warned us about over a century ago. If you feel stuck, burned out, or like you're chasing something that never satisfies, this may be why. Ask yourself this. What if your ambition is a trap? What if the very thing you're chasing is what's making you weak? Stay until the end, not for answers, but for a way of thinking that scares mediocrity. Nietzsche didn't want you to be comfortable. He wanted you to be free, and freedom terrifies those who've settled. Friedrich Nietzsche divided morality into two forms, master morality and slave morality. Master morality comes from those who create values based on strength, power, and self-affirmation. Slave morality, on the other hand, is born from weakness, resentment, and the need to conform. Most modern ideas of success fall into the second category. Think about it. Who defines what success looks like for you? Chances are it's not you. It's your parents, your teachers, your boss, or the influencers on your feed. Your goals might be nothing more than society's expectations, installed into your mind like software. Nietzsche would call this obedience, not achievement. When you work yourself to death to impress others, when you suppress your instincts to stay respectable, when you shape your life to match a template, you're not succeeding. You're submitting. The harsh truth. Most of what you call success is just obedience to parents, to school, to corporations, to Instagram. You're not chasing success. You're chasing approval. And Nietzsche believed that was a sickness of the soul. Nietzsche's philosophy centers on a raw, unsettling idea, the will to power, the inner drive to grow, to overcome, to become more than you are. But what happens when that drive is sedated by comfort? We are told success is security, ease, a life free from pain. But Nietzsche believed this kind of life wasn't success. It was slow decay. He warned of a world where people confuse comfort with strength, stability with meaning. Are you growing stronger, or just getting more comfortable? That's the real question. Because if your success is defined by how little struggle you have, then you've traded your power for peace. Pain isn't the enemy. Failure isn't failure. They are fuel. Nietzsche would argue that the path to true greatness demands suffering, not as punishment, but as a forge, a place where your deeper self is shaped. The road to true power looks nothing like the success you've been sold. It's darker, it's lonelier, but it's real. Nietzsche once envisioned a haunting future, a time when humanity would no longer strive for greatness, but settle for comfort. He called this future the age of the last man. The last man is not evil, nor heroic. He is safe, predictable, tamed. Sound familiar? The last man avoids risk. He lives a successful life, a steady job, decent income, entertainment on demand, no major discomfort. But inside he's hollow. He has silenced his wildness, his ambition, his chaos, all in the name of fitting in. And here's the most shocking part. You might be living that life right now. You might look successful on the outside, yet be a failure to your own soul. That's the danger of domestication. When your days are smooth and unchallenged, you forget how to fight, how to create, how to revolt. Ask yourself, what part of you have you buried to wear the mask of success? What did you trade for stability? In a world full of followers, Nietzsche dared to imagine something else, the Übermensch. The Overman, not a perfect human, but a new kind of human. One who refuses to inherit values and instead creates them. One who doesn't follow the path, but forges it. You've been taught to measure success by external metrics. How much you earn, how many followers you have, how others perceive you. But Nietzsche asks, what if success is how much of yourself you reclaim from the world's grip? To become a noble individual, you must stop waiting for approval. You must learn to disobey, not out of rebellion, but out of alignment with your own truth. Real success isn't measured in likes, status, or income. It's measured in how boldly you create a life that only you could live. It's how much of your soul you've saved from compromise. You weren't born to follow the path. You were born to burn it and make your own. Nietzsche spoke of the love of fate, not just accepting what happens to you, but loving it, embracing every scar, every failure, every tragedy as something necessary for becoming who you are. This idea is brutal, because it means giving up the fantasy of the perfect life, the flawless career, the pain-free path, the smooth journey. Nietzsche didn't believe in escaping suffering. He believed in transforming it. What if your pain isn't a problem, but the raw material of your power? The most powerful people are not those who avoid darkness. They are those who walk into it willingly and come out with their soul intact. To Nietzsche, this is real success, the courage to affirm life as it is, not as you wish it were. So stop asking how to make life easier. Ask how to become stronger. Ask how to love your fate, even when it breaks you. Here it is, the most dangerous belief you hold about success. That's a destination, a point you reach, a place where everything finally makes sense. Nietzsche would laugh at that idea. To him, this belief is not only wrong, it's deadly. It makes you wait. It makes you chase. It turns you into a consumer of life, not a creator of it. Every time you think, once I get there, I'll be happy, you give away your power. You delay your becoming. You make success something passive, something handed to you, instead of something forged by your will. Success is not out there. It's not waiting for you at the end of the road. It is the road. It is the fire you walk through, the choices you make, the parts of yourself you choose to resurrect. As long as you think success is out there, you'll never own yourself. If you've watched this far, you're not like most people. You're asking deeper questions. You're not looking for shortcuts. You're looking for transformation. Subscribe now, not for answers, but to stay on the path of becoming. This channel isn't about tips and hacks. It's about challenging the lies you were taught and finding the self you were meant to become. Who would you become if you stopped chasing what the world told you was success and started building what only you can create? Nietzsche didn't offer comfort. He offered confrontation. He wanted you to become dangerous, not to others, but to your own excuses. He wanted you to tear off the mask of mediocrity and meet the terrifying possibility of freedom. You don't need permission. You never did.